This is Bolt.DIY running locally on my computer, and in this video I'm going to show you that how you can use Grok 4 inside Bolt.DIY through Open Router. As you know, Grok 4 was recently released and this is probably one of the best model out there for coding. So in this video you're going to learn how to download and install Bolt.DIY from GitHub, because recently there has been a lot of updates on Bolt.DIY. So I'm just going to give you a detailed step-by-step guide that how you can download and install Bolt.DIY on your computer, and then how you can use Grok 4 with Bolt.DIY. So before we start, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you have not followed me on X, please just go ahead and follow me on X, because very recently I have just started using X and I'm actually very active on X. So please just go ahead and follow me on X. Alright, so to download and install Bolt.DIY on your computer, just make sure that you are on this GitHub repository. You can simply just go to this URL, which is Bolt.DIY, press enter, and it will automatically reload to this particular GitHub repository. From here you can just clone this repository. You can simply just copy the URL of this GitHub repository. After that you can just choose any folder on your computer. So this is an empty folder on my computer. I'll simply just right click and click on open in terminal. After that I can just run this command, which is git clone, then paste that URL, press enter, and now you can see our repository has been cloned in here. So this GitHub repository, you can either just like click on download and open it directly inside your computer, or you can simply just clone this repository. Once it is done, simply just open that, again right click, open in terminal, and now you are inside this GitHub repository. After that, simply just scroll down and go to this particular section, which is running the application. After that, simply just copy this first command from here and just run this command in here, and it will just install some of the packages. So within just few seconds you can see it has just installed a package manager. After that we need to install the dependencies, so you just go back, copy this command from here, npm install, and press enter, and now it will actually start downloading and installing dependencies on our computer. It takes some time, probably just a couple of minutes or maybe 3-4 minutes. So let's just hold on and wait for it to complete, and once it is done, after that we can just run this project. Alright, so after waiting for a few minutes, it has just downloaded all of these packages for our project, and now we are ready to run this project. To run this project, just run this command, which is npm run dev, and then our project will be running. And right now you can see our project is running on localhost. Let me just copy this URL from here, open this on localhost, and press enter, and now it will load Bolt.DIY. Sometimes when it is opening for the first time, it will just maybe show a plain white screen, so or maybe complete black screen. So you just need to click on this reload button, and then it will just reload this project for us. Now next step is to use Grok 4. We are actually going to use Open Router. What is Open Router? Open Router is actually a platform where we can access all of these different large language models. Something like some models are even available for free as well. But in this video we're going to test Grok. So Grok is not available for free. So it is available for I think $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens. This is kind of similar kind of price as we have in Claude Sonnet 4. So you can just like go ahead and go to openrouter.ai, sign up, and after that what you can do, you can simply just go to this keys section from here, press enter, and then you can simply just click on create a new API key. Just give it a name and create an API key, and then after that your API key will be created. And now you can see this is my API key. I can simply just copy it from here. Then I can just go back to my Bolt.DIY dashboard, and from here, before you see this Open Router option, make sure that you go to settings tab, and from settings you can just like go to this cloud providers, and from here just make sure that Open Router is checked from here. You can see this is the Open Router option. Just make sure that this is checked in here, otherwise you won't be able to see this from this drop down. So just make sure that you have checked it from the settings, and after that just choose Open Router from here. Just simply click on this, and then after that from this drop down simply just look for Grok, Grok, and then just look for this Grok 4. So you can see this is XI Grok 4, and now we have accessed it right here. After that you need to set up your environment variable. You can simply just click on this pencil icon from here. After that you can simply just enter this API key that we just copied from Open Router, and then provide this API key in here, and then your API key will be set. Now we can connect Supabase as well. So what is Supabase? Supabase is a platform to build backends for our applications. So you can just like sign up on Supabase and then create a project, and then you can connect Supabase with Bolt.DIY. So after that, Bolt.DIY can actually help you to build complete backend for your applications as well. But in this video, we're just like, because we're testing Grok 4 only, so let's just focus on that and then just like try to build something using Grok 4. So now you can just like start giving your prompt, and we can just like build something, like just explain anything that you want to build, or maybe just choose anything from here. So maybe just build a to-do app in React using Tailwind. So I can simply just click on this, and now it will start creating our app. And right now you can see Bolt.DIY is using Grok 4, and it has like started setting up our project and started writing code as well. And right now you can see it has just created this beautiful to-do list app, which looks like amazing. I can just add any task in here. Overall interface looks very good. Based on a very basic prompt, it has just like created this basic to-do list app. Now we can ask Bolt.DIY to make further changings, or maybe you can simply just like deploy this project as well, or we can just download the source code of this project. Let's just try to create something else. Maybe let's just try to create this tic-tac-toe game in HTML CSS, and let me just press enter and see how it works. So right now it is still loading. Right now you can see it has started writing code. Let's just wait for it. I have just moved my camera on top right, so you can just like have a look at this chatbot as well. Okay, so Bolt is initializing your project with required files using vanilla white template. Okay, perfect, understood. I have created a beautiful and fully featured tic-tac-toe game using pure HTML CSS. Okay, perfect, amazing. So let's just wait for it to finish. All right, so apparently it has just created this tic-tac-toe game. I'll simply click on this. Perfect. Overall animations are looking really good. So yeah, it looks like a finished game. Perfect. This is amazing. I mean, it looks beautiful. The overall interface is amazing. So yeah, it has done a really good job. Amazing. Now let me just show you how much both of these requests actually cost me. So this first request, which was sent at I think 348, that cost around $0.007. The second one $0.381. Then there was $0.118. So around $0.5 for both of these projects, which is not bad. And overall, Bolt.DIY as a code editor has done a good job as well. So you can just like go ahead and try Grok 4, and do let me know in comment section what you think about this amazing LLM for coding. If you have any further questions, just leave your comments in comment section. I see you next video. Bye bye.